Yo, what is up guys? Today I'm bringing you another tip video, and of course it's going to be on ninja diffusing. So I'm going to talk about a couple different topics to help you out when you're trying to ninja diffuse in Black Ops 2. So I'm going to start off by showing you guys the best way to play dead as well as statue. Then I'm going to go over some of my favorite perks when I'm trying to ninja diffuse, and I'm also going to show you guys how to stay silent when you're defusing the bomb. But let's get right into it. Let's talk about the best way to play dead. So if you guys already played Black Ops 1, you already know it's very different from Modern Warfare 3, where you can't just keep clicking Y, because if you do that, you're just going to look like you're swimming on the floor. You're going to look like an absolute idiot. So you want to avoid that. What you want to do is hold a certain type of grenade. And the grenades that work are the Semtex grenade, EMP, smoke, sensor, concussion, and flash grenade. So any of those grenades work. All you have to do is lie prone and hold on to them or cook them, and it's going to look like you're playing dead. It's not going to look as good as it did in Modern Warfare 3, but it's going to make your character a little smaller, and it's going to look a lot better than if you were doing nothing. And one tip I have for you guys is that when you're trying to play dead, is you want to make sure that whatever gun's on your back is either small or you don't have a gun at all, because if you have a huge ass gun on your back, it's going to stick out like a sore thumb and give you away. So you know, things like rocket launchers or big sniper rifles, definitely avoid that. And if you do have a relatively big gun, make sure that you're holding it, because when you're playing dead, whatever gun that you're holding is actually going to disappear from sight, which works into your favor. So basically just avoid having two huge guns and you should be good to go. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys how to statue in Black Ops 2, and this is pretty much the same as the last few games, so it's pretty obvious. All you have to do is hold the tomahawk or combat axe, whatever you want to call it. But you do have another choice here. You could actually hold the shock charge, and you're also going to look like you're statuing, which is great because they're in different slots, so you have a choice there. You know, sometimes you might not want to use a tomahawk or combat axe. It gives you another choice in the other slot in your secondary grenade or tactical grenade, and that could be used to statue as well. And it's the same thing as when you're playing dead, in the way that whatever gun you're holding is going to disappear. So if you do have a big weapon, make sure that you're holding it. It's not a huge deal like it is when you're playing dead, because your back's most likely going to be towards a wall. But if you do have a choice, you might as well be holding your bigger weapon, so that way it disappears. Alright, now I'm going to go over some of my favorite perks that I like to use when I'm ninja diffusing. So starting off with the first perk, I like to use lightweight, so that way I could get to those ninja diffuse spots really quickly and I could get there before the enemies do. And the other perk that I like to use in the first tier slot is the ghost perk, and that obviously keeps you off the enemy minimap. And I only like using this when I know I'm going to be moving around, because if you're not moving around and you're just playing dead or hiding near the bomb site, you're going to be given away if they have the UAV, of course, because like I talked about in my last video, you have to be moving a certain amount in order to stay off the minimap when you have ghosts and they have a UAV. But now let's move on to the next perk here, and this is going to have to be cold-blooded, and this is actually the most important perk in my opinion to use when you're ninja diffusing, because it's going to make sure that you don't have that huge ass red lettered name above your head, and that could really give you away if you're trying to play dead near the bomb site. So yeah, definitely use cold-blooded. And the last perk that I like to use is either extreme conditioning or dead silence. And the reason why I use extreme conditioning is the same thing as lightweight. I just want to get to those bomb sites as quick as possible. And dead silence obviously keeps you silent, but I just don't find it that important in this game, because sound whoring is a lot more difficult. Plus, when you're going towards the bomb for a ninja diffuse, most likely you'll be able to crouch walk or move really slowly, so that way you could stay silent regardless if you have dead silence or not. But to be honest, it's pretty flexible in terms of the perks, so there's no specific perk setup that you have to use. The only one that I recommend all the time is cold-blooded, and that's about it. But anyways, let me move on to the next tip here, and this is probably the greatest tip when it comes to ninja diffusing, or even planting the bomb or diffusing in general. So as you guys know, whenever you plant or defuse the bomb, there's always some type of noise that the bomb makes, and in this game there's two noises. It's when you open up the briefcase and when you press the buttons. But the sound that gives you away the most is when you're pressing the buttons. That shit is so loud, so the way you deal with that is you could be completely silent, and it does not matter what perk you have on. All you have to do is spin while you're defusing or planting the bomb, and that will avoid any noises coming from the buttons. And of course, it's going to be a lot easier to pull off ninja diffuses like this. So just make sure that you're either crouching or standing up, because when you try to spin in circles while you're prone, unfortunately it doesn't keep you silent when you're defusing the bomb. And also, the sound when you open up the briefcase is always going to be there regardless of what you do, so that's one thing that we have to deal with. But it's definitely not as loud as the buttons, so it's not really a big deal. And also, I want to mention that a lot of times in these clips that you see see me ninja diffusing, you'll see that I'm not even spinning around in circles, and there's two reasons for that. One, a lot of times those people are too stupid to even hear the bomb, and the second reason why it's in a lot of my clips is because I was doing these ninja diffuses before I found out that spinning in circles keeps you silent when you're defusing the bomb. And to be quite honest, I mean, it really depends on the enemy. If they're really stupid, you could pull off almost anything, and I just want to stress that there's no one specific way you should be ninja diffusing all the time. I think one of the coolest things is just trying out different stuff, being creative, and just making the enemy look stupid. But this is kind of just like a basic idea to where to start off when you're ninja diffusing, and I think it would be really awesome if you guys could send me some of your clips if you ever get a unique type of ninja diffuse. I think it would be kind of cool to have a subscriber ninja diffuse montage, or maybe even a top 5 ninja diffuse video. And by the way guys, as a side note, I'm still planning to continue with shotguns, and that will probably be out next week. I'm still just getting some gameplay, getting used to the game, so I don't want to put out a premature video. I want to try to get a better complete idea of the shotguns. And also, you could send me your shotgun clips whenever you want, because I'm still going to be doing shotgun montages. And I just decided not to do the shotgun top 5 plays, and the reason why is because I just find for shotguns it's a lot better if I use them for montages, because I find it a lot more entertaining. And also for top 5, I just feel like there's less creative things you could do with shotgun clips. You know, most of them are just really beast and very similar, so I just find that they're better for montages rather than top 5 plays. But once again, just send me any of your clips, whether it be shotgun clips, funny clips, ninja diffuse clips, anything like that. I'll definitely put them together and make some cool videos with them. But anyways guys, that's about it for this video, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it helps you out to get a couple ninja diffuses in Black Ops 2. And once again, just make sure to send me any of your cool clips. That'd be really awesome. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Blame it on the vodka, blame it on the Henny, blame it on the catch me dizzy.